rings on the ring finger because that's where rings belong. I'm a rule follower. I wear a lot of rings on this finger because I have been married to the same man 3 times. We had 3 weddings. So every time we had another wedding, I was like, I'm not gonna take the old wedding ring off and put it back on. I want a new wedding ring. So that's why I have 3 rings on this finger. And I wear a lot of rings on this finger just to balance it off so I don't fall over. On April 5th, coming up, we will celebrate 25 years of marital bliss. Thank you. Our silver jubilee. So 25 years ago, the status of same-sex marriage was this. That ain't happening. So we had these simple white gold bands made with a little diamond ring inlaid in it. And it's a small diamond, but it's flawless. I insisted on that. And we had just the 2 of us, and we declared our love for one another, blah, blah, blah. And then we went to see Cher's farewell tour at the Boston Garden. TD Bank, North, whatever, Chase Manhattan, whatever it's called these days. In 2004, the state of Massachusetts acknowledged same-sex marriage, which basically didn't buy you anything. There was no laws or rights that went with it. It was just like a nice gesture, but hey, let's get married again. So I wanted to get married in Las Vegas in a cheesy chapel like the straight people do. So that's what we did. So we went to Las Vegas, and the first thing we did was get tickets to see Cher's farewell tour at the Caesar's Palace. And before the show, we got married. Now, has anybody been married in Vegas? Have you seen it? There is a little section of Las Vegas that has these cheesy chapels on every corner. It's like weird. But we're driving around and it's like, oh, well, this one looks as good as any. So we walk in and we are greeted by this older Southern couple who reminded me of Jim and Tammy Faye Baker. She was caked with makeup and she had a very impressive Aquanet hairdo that was going nowhere. And he was a Southern Baptist minister. And we walked in and said, we want to get married. We're from Massachusetts. And they said it was okay. And they did not know what to do with us. But they agreed to do it because there was nobody in front of us in line. So we had a Cher-themed wedding, and we wore Cher t-shirts, and my friend Mary Kate and Beverly stood up for us, and our friend Heather was the ring sharer. I brought one of my Cher dolls with me. I have an impressive collection. And she walked down the aisle with the Cher doll, and the rings were on each one of her arms, and these people did not know what to do. And we walked down the aisle to I Got You, Babe. And so the Southern Baptist minister guy pulls us aside before the vows to discuss what he should say, what he shouldn't say. And he said, now, can I mention God? And I said, sure, yeah, you can mention God. He goes, how about Jesus? And I said, God's good, but Jesus is just all right with me. Thank you. I thought that was the funniest thing I ever said in my life. And he did not. I insulted Jesus and now he's pissed. He is shooting daggers at me. And if we were in Alabama or wherever the hell these people were from, he would have burned me at the stake on the front lawn and got away with it. But so the vows were a little awkward, but we got through it. We said I do. We got a little paper certificate and everything. And we ran out the door and went to see Cher's farewell tour at the Caesar's Palace. Fast forward 10 years, it's 2014. The Supreme Court rules that same-sex marriage is now recognized at a federal level. This is the big one, people. I'm talking health insurance. I'm talking Social Security. I'm talking I can pull the plug. Let's get married again. Now, we weren't quite sure when and where to do it, and it always bugged me because April 5th was our anniversary, and then we did this stupid Vegas thing in October, so like, what, we have 2 anniversaries? So, Cher is bringing her farewell tour to Mohegan Sun, so I just automatically got tickets. I don't even know what the date was. I will arrange my schedule around it. They show up in the mail, and I look at it, Saturday, April 5th. This is the day. So we had a very simple 40 people close friends and relatives. We got married at St. Nicholas Church in the village, across the street from the little red firehouse overlooking the village green. Very, very Norman Rockwell. And it was officiated by Terry Brady, Hull's own. And we live a block and a half away from the church, so we walked to the church in our suits with our boutonnieres, and it's a beautiful spring morning, and the neighbors are outside like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, we're going to get married. And they were clapping. It was really fun. So we went in, and we went up to the choir loft in the back of the church, and we're hiding up there before the guests arrive. The ceremony is at 10 a.m. So we're up there hiding, and we're listening as people are coming in, and I look over, and I see the big rope hanging from the belfry. And I said, Kevin, look. And he goes, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I said, oh, you're right. That would be inappropriate. I don't have permission to ring the bells. That would be horrible. I would never do that. When the clock hit 10 o'clock, I jumped on that rope like I was in 7th grade gym class. Pulling, ding, ding, ding. The whole village sounded like St. Peter's Basilica. And I swear I saw Maria Von Trapp running through the hall, heading back to the Abbey, thinking she was late for supper once again. And then Terry Brady announces us, and everybody turns around. We were standing up in the loft, and we walked down the aisle to I Got You, Babe. And we, in all kidding aside, it was a very lovely, very emotional for many, many reasons to have our friends and family there to see that. The only thing that I was disappointed in is that only half the people showed up in the church of the 40 people. So I'm walking down the aisle thinking, it was kind of a bummer. I felt bad. But it was lovely nonetheless. So we're walking out of the church and we're going down the stairs, and all these cars start pulling up in front of the church, and people jumping out and like, oh my God, did we miss it? You're not gonna believe what happened. It was the 20 people that didn't show up. Evidently, the adult video store on Route 3A in Weymouth was on fire. And they had to divert the traffic and detour everybody. It was a big cluster, people got lost, so they were a half an hour late. And they had to close Route 3A on both sides because of the billowing black smoke from burning rubber dildos. And everybody was like, we're so sorry. I said, don't be sorry, it's not your fault, it's my fault. Jesus is still pissed. To this day, they don't know what started that fire, but I know. Jesus shot a lightning bolt at the dildo store to ruin my wedding. But it was all good, and then we went and had a lovely brunch at the hotel overlooking the ocean, and then we went to see Cher's farewell tour at the One Week in Sun. And I've officially run out of room on my finger, and Cher's gonna be 80, so I think she's bid farewell to the farewell tour, so I won't do that again.